Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. How is everyone? If you wouldn't mind, take a couple of seconds and put in the chat bar where you are dialing in from this evening. What city and state are you dialing in from this evening while we give everyone a chance to dial in? Welcome, 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 welcome. What do we got? Jersey, Texas. We are the #1 solar company in the great state of Texas. Wow, Colombia. Many of our representatives work remotely outside of the country, around the world. Arizona, Miami, Boise, great to see you. Nevada, Florida. All right, a lot of Florida tonight. Again, our thoughts and prayers still go out to the folks in Florida recovering from the hurricane, the most recent one. Part of what we do as a company dedicated to climate change is try and put a stop to some of these horrific climate events. So we'll give it another moment or two. Again, give everybody a chance to dial in. Typically, we average somewhere between 150 and 500 people on these Zooms, up to 1,000 if we do it from our studio. Again, as you're coming in, let us know where you're dialing in from tonight. We've got a special speaker tonight and multiple special guests. Wow, Maureen, great to have Maureen here tonight. She lifts us up, and all of her guests, along with Aaron and Chris and Jabari, and that entire team of people that are just making such a great difference in our company. It's great to see everybody. Again, let us know where you're calling in from. We'll give it another moment or two, and then we'll start. We respect your time. Just so you know, over the course of the next 45 minutes, Gigi Galfer, one of our top representatives, is going to walk you through our platform. We have two special guests to hear from. If we have a moment, what we'll do is we'll open up the chat bar to our guests only, please, just our guests only to ask their questions. When I'm interviewing our two special guests, Gigi will be answering the questions in the chat bar. Our goal here is very simple tonight. We are here for one reason and one reason only. We are here to enroll our guests here tonight onto our platform to join us and be a part of the future of renewable energy. So again, we'll give another moment or two and give you a chance to dial in. Again, those just arriving, welcome to our event tonight. We'll start in just a moment or two. If you haven't had a chance, let us know where you are dialing in from tonight. How's it going, Gigi, brother?
What's going on, Mr. Bobby? How you doing tonight?
I am doing well. Doing well. All right. We'll give it 60 seconds. Again, last chance. You might want to check with your guests, make sure they're on tonight. Please make sure everyone's on, confirm with them, make sure they're dialed in. Puerto Rico, we are so excited to relaunch our island of Puerto Rico, where many of our top performers are from. We will be the largest solar provider on the island of Puerto Rico in a matter of months. So just hold tight. We're going to announce it very soon, and we're very excited to get there. Can't wait to get to Puerto Rico. I can't wait to get back myself personally, particularly as it gets a little colder here. Okay, let's give it 30 seconds and we'll rock and roll. Again, welcome everybody. Welcome our guests. Good to see everybody here tonight. I hope you're having an amazing day. Again, our thoughts and prayers still go out to the folks from Florida rebuilding from the hurricane. Puerto Rico is still rebuilding from the hurricane. And we're excited to have all of you here tonight. Again, our goal here tonight, we'll walk you through what we're doing, our mission, our platform, and hopefully you'll find it in your heart and your business philosophy to join us and be a part of our company. Last few seconds, anybody else wants to chime in where they're dialing in from? Welcome, Guatemala. Welcome to Florida. Welcome again to Puerto Rico. Welcome to all of our guests from all over the United States. We're excited to have you here. Okay, let's us rock and roll. Good evening, everyone. My name is Bobby Smith. I'm the field president for Powur. Powur began, as you'll hear, as a concept that was formed about 8 years ago. And it was a vision of our founder, and to build a renewable energy company that could literally change the world. And we are very blessed to be the fastest growing solar company in the United States of America. We have over 7,000 representatives, part of our company. We're honored to be paying the highest commissions in the industry, being featured on Inc. magazine 3 years in a row as the fastest growing solar company in the United States of America. So again, we are humbled, we are blessed to be here. And our goal here tonight is to speak to you, our guests tonight, walk you through our platform, meet our special guest tonight, answer any questions you might have in our chat bar for our guests, and show you how to get started. This is a very special couple of weeks for our company. In just a few weeks, just a matter of days now, we're going to have our Powur Career Week, where we're going to broadcast live from our studio to roofing professionals, real estate professionals, HVAC, home service professionals all over the world. And it's going to be a monster event from our $1 Million Media Center in Southern California. So with that, I have the honor of introducing to you our speaker tonight. Gigi, Gal, you here?
I'm here, brother. How you doing?
Okay. So again, my name is Bobby Smith. I'm the field president. I am on the corporate side. Gal, Gigi Gaffer, is a top performer on our platform. He found out about our company just like you did. Heard about our company. He can share with you his story. Already a top solar professional. We attract just in the last few months, last month alone, we attracted 1,000 new performers to our platform. Over 500 of them were top solar professionals leaving their companies, coming to our company to earn 2 to 3 times the amount of money for the same thing they were doing. And again, about 50% of the people that we bring onto our platform, like me, have no solar experience whatsoever. They might be sales professionals. They might really just care about a better world. They might already be calling on homeowners wherever you come from. Gigi's going to walk you through our platform, who we are, what we stand for. He is a top performer and one of the most respected members of our platform, and he will walk you through our opportunity tonight. Gal, Gigi, you have the ball, my friend.
All right. Well, first of all, Bobby, thank you so much. The amount of things that I've seen you do for this platform and how you raised it, literally like it's your children, is something that I always appreciate. And here we are, another night that we bring the next generation of people that are going to join this platform. So like Bobby said, many of you might already know and love Powur, but tonight is really a special night reserved for anyone who is here learning about us for the first time. Now, some of you may already seen me in previous meetings and YouTube videos and anything, but you know, bottom line, I came from the solar industry. I've been about 10 years now, give or take in the space, and I absolutely hated my job just a few years back. It was rough. I was driving on the I-4 in Florida, I-95 in Florida every single day. If you know any of these roads, you're probably smiling right now because driving 3 hours every day each way just to get a horrible company provided lead that maybe opens the door just doesn't sit right. You know, for me, it was very much like the traditional 9 to 5 where I just have to, you know, go work for somebody that I just don't appreciate as much. You know, then I have to drive all the way back home, maybe get some junk food on the way, and maybe see my family before they finish their night already and have to start all over again. And you know what? The problem is that we've all been through it in one way or another multiple times, and a lot of us are still there. So the beauty about what we're looking at here is that there is a better way of doing business. And, you know, the beauty of what we do here is that we're a platform. So as I said, my name is Gal Gigi Goffer. I'm one of the top all-time mentors and recruiters in the company. But tonight is all about you and the decisions that you're about to make. Now, we talked about the fact that it's a platform, you know, our company, but we install a lot of solar. We're not a solar company. What does that mean? Well, we'll talk about that tonight, but in brief, Powur is a platform built to accelerate the adoption of clean energy. Now, I'd like to make a case tonight for why we're in the right industry at the right time and why Powur is the right company and platform to help you build a thriving solar business. Now, the great part in all this is it's an industry that people are flocking into. Think about what we see in the news regularly and what we all feel in our wallets at our homes. The price of energy, we all see it, especially right now, is just going up year after year. In fact, I remember when just about 10 years ago, I lived in Ventura, California, and I was paying 19 cents a watt, which for some, I see a lot of Florida today in the house, but you know, for Floridians and other states, it may seem pretty high. Well, 10 years later, that same house has a 48 cents a watt rate. And, you know, if I would have stayed there and I wouldn't have solar, that would have been $650 average monthly bill. I need you to understand that. And we all understand that. We all hear about it every single day. But, you know, I've been telling people the last few weeks, we're truly looking at a moment of time in time right now. Just think about three little things that happened recently. About a month ago, we had the climate bill. You all probably heard about it. President Biden signed the climate bill. The ink is dry. Basically, if you haven't realized what it means, is in the last 50, 60 years, our solar space have never received better marketing than it did this past month. Our own president, the government came out and told every single homeowner, you should look into solar. And what that means, what I tell everyone is every single homeowner is going to discuss solar on their dinner tables in the next 12 to 24 months. And the beauty of this platform, as you'll find tonight, is that it gives you the opportunity to have them go through you to get solar rather than through somebody else. Now, with that being said, we had a couple of hurricanes, right? We had the hurricane in Puerto Rico, God bless Puerto Rico. And we had the hurricane in Florida. God bless Florida still, picking themselves up. And we have a lot of people in the company from Florida. And, on top of all that we do, on top of the ability to provide solar and how much it's needed in our generation, I want you to think about energy independence. What does it mean for Puerto Rico when the entire island went blackout? What does it mean for Florida when people didn't have power for over a week? Energy independence, clean energy is a necessity more now than ever. And, this is exactly the point of time that you can realize you're either part of the future or you're just going to stay somewhere in the back. Now, I want you to, if you haven't heard of the values of solar already, just really quickly to understand the value of solar versus the status quo, renting versus owning. So first of all, you can save up to 50% on energy costs as a homeowner when you go solar. You get zero down financing options at extremely low rates, especially compared to the mortgage rates that we hear about right now that are absolutely insane. You receive the tax credit that is now 30% for the next 10 years at least. You immediately increase the value of your home. And more importantly than anything, if you ask me, is it's clean and renewable energy. And, a lot of people ask me this. This is my all-time favorite slide. I always talk about it because how big of an opportunity are we talking about right now in the solar industry? Well, it's big. And I want you to stop everything you're doing for a moment and take a look at this number. We have approximately 130 million homes in the US. Out of those, about 90 million homes are eligible for solar. Now, before I click my next click, I want you to take a moment and think, what is the number, either in millions or percentage of homes that have already gone solar to this day? What is the amount of millions or the percentage of homes that have already gone solar today with all the news that we hear? And you know what? This is going to blow your mind as it does to me every single week when I talk about this, because we have 3.5 million people or households that have gone solar. That's less than 4% in times that we all need it, in times that every single state is screaming about utility rates that are increasing every single year, sometimes twice a year. We hear it in Florida right now, even though we just had a hurricane. Guys, with quick math, this is 87 million households, 87 million homeowners that just heard President Biden says you should go solar, that just saw everything that happened about utility rates increasing. And they all ask the same question, what about solar? And that's how big the opportunity is. Now, this little fact here that I have is in 2021, someone went solar every single minute. And I'm going to forecast that in 2023, someone is going to go solar every second. It's inevitable. It's undeniable at this point. And, if it's that much of a no-brainer, why aren't we completely saturated? Why is it still an industry sitting at only 3 to 4% when there are 87 million households who could benefit from solar and they need it today? Now, if you ask yourself that, we think it's the model. Solar has been largely the same for many years. And while there's been a lot of innovation on the technology or the systems, there's been very little innovation on the model to bring it to customers. Well, Bucky, a renowned architect, systems thinker, considered one of the early innovators that led to solar technology, said it this way, and it's true. You cannot affect change just by fighting the existing reality. You have to build a new model. And, this is exactly what we've seen in so many industries. How many people here remember Kmart? We all remember that name, but we don't hear about it anymore, right? Well, Kmart went out of business. And why? Well, because traditional retail has shifted to a world where we press a button and expect anything we want on our doorstep the next day. I don't need to say the name, but heck, thanks to Amazon. Walmart adapted somewhat, Kmart didn't, and look where they are. And this is the platform economy, and it's rapidly changing how we do business and how we live industry by industry. When you look at travel, you have Uber and Airbnb. You look at streaming television, you have Netflix. Real estate. How many people here know eXp Realty? I've seen some names with eXp Realty names right on the name itself. And this is something that I usually let my partner Craig talk about, but I'm going to say it myself today. This is something that blows my mind. If you look to your right and to your left, a realtor. If you look and how many people that are real estate agents today, I promise you that number is between somewhere around 2 to 50. Everywhere we look, we have someone in the real estate industry because everybody heard about how lucrative it is. Well, I have news for you. The real estate industry is just not doing as great. It's a down market. It's whatever you want to call it. And tonight, I'm going to show you why, not only with what happened with the climate bill and everything else, but you're looking at the best upmarket industry that is high ticket, that gives you multiple ways of income that you can do from the comfort of your home and do it in a way that makes sense when you enjoy your family and when you enjoy freedom. And all of that is when you enjoy what you do. You truly get freedom that's not just time or location or financial, but inner freedom as well. And the best thing about it is, unlike the complications that we have in real estate, here you have the beauty of closing a deal in a 45-minute to an hour appointment. No complications. So this is exactly what Powur is doing for the solar industry. We're well on our way to be the defining category leader in an industry that is the most important in our generation, and that is clean energy. Now, I want you to think about this, that it's truly all about the platform economy, the business model. The Powur platform connects all the major players who are needed in the solar industry. And it's simple when you think about why. We start with the seller and the homeowner, and we created a platform model with complete transparency. What it means for sellers like yourself is that you get access to all the leading solutions for equipment, financing, and more leveraging our ever-increasing buying power. What it means for the homeowners is that they get a fully customized solution for less than the competition. And labor partners, product partners, and installers all plug into our platform, making it even more powerful for sellers like yourself. And this is something that I absolutely love, because regardless of where you're coming from and what your background is, if you have experience, if you don't, this is the perfect place for you, the perfect industry, the perfect company. Now, why is that? We have thousands of professionals succeeding on this platform, over 7,000. And we recently did a survey, and we learned that about 50% have previous solar experience, about 30% have sales experience that's non-solar, and 20% have no experience at all, and yet still they get success. And regardless of where you're coming from, we saw all this beautiful list in the chat of all these places that everybody came from. I'm in Orlando, Florida myself, originally from Israel. I've been everywhere. I've been traveling while I've been selling solar. But regardless where you're coming from, what it is you do, this platform empowers you with everything that you need to succeed. Now, I want to go through a quick video of just some of our successful sellers, about 3 of our successful sellers and their journey with Powur. But a couple of things. First of all, these are not just people. This is people that we don't just work with. These are people that we enjoy life with. I'm not going to talk about my time with Bobby on the beach. I'm going to say instead, I had just a couple, not even a couple months ago, William, you're going to see him in a video, one of the best people I know. We were in an event in Puerto Rico together. Cynthia and Jeff, beautiful, amazing people that I had the pleasure to meet again in Dallas in our recent convention with 1,000 people in a room. So these are people that have, created their own success stories. And it's not about us today. And you're going to hear some more testimonies at the end with people that had some experience, people that had no experience at all. And by the way, for all these realtors out there, some of them came from real estate, and there's a reason why they went all in into solar. But as I roll this video, I want to ask you one question. I hope you ask this for yourself. And that question is, more than anything, is the next success story that we have written every single day, new success stories in this company, is the next success story going to be you? That's the question you should be thinking about when we watch this video. So let's go ahead and roll this, and we'll jump right back in.
I just had my biggest winter in solar that I've had in 7 years. And coming from solar, having a big winter, that says a lot. My fiance quit his job last year, and now we both work from home with Powur. We're able to spend so much more time with our 3 children, and we're able to go on more vacations. I just bought myself a Tesla, and we also just entered escrow for a new home. I really feel like I'm living the dream life.
In just a few months working for Powur, I've discovered the real meaning of freedom, especially time freedom. I get to work my own hours, get to go to the gym whenever I want, and I get to spend time with my friends and family without having to take time off. I'm literally my own boss. On top of it, I've made more than ever before in my sales career.
Cada individuo que entra en Powur es como si fuera el propio dueño de su compañía solar. Porque Powur está enfocado en que cada uno de ustedes puedan lograr sus metas y sus sueños, pero a la misma vez que ayudamos a la adopción de la energía renovable al planeta. Me enamoré de ese trabajo porque ese trabajo me daba la libertad que no tenía en otros trabajos anteriores.
Other companies that I worked for had a terrible culture. I used to spend hours on the road driving from appointment to appointment for leads that just weren't that good. I was exhausted, I was overworked, money was tight, and I had to sell so many deals just to make a decent income. And there was time where I didn't know how I was going to pay the groceries.
Working for a boss in a big company was all I knew. At Verizon, I used to work 60 to 70-hour weeks with zero compensation for overtime. I'd wake up, go to work, come home, sleep, and start all over again. I had to request days off, and I missed a lot of Christmas dinners with my family.
Nací en Puerto Rico, en el 2009 vine a los Estados Unidos por primera vez. Mi primer trabajo fue en un hotel, haciendo housekeeping, con el que limpia los cuartos. En Texas comencé a trabajar con Target y H-E-B. Después conocí Coca-Cola. Cuando me hablaron de la energía solar en el 2018, busqué en Google acerca de los paneles solares. Él me introduce con Edgardo González y Edgardo me dice el plan y la estrategia que tenía para hacer crecer esto, y yo dije, yo quiero ser parte de eso.
My friend Jonathan Brunasso, who I had worked with in several of my past solar companies, told me about Powur and how I can generate my own leads and offer customers so much more than the other companies. It just felt different, and the culture was completely different from anything that I had experienced. We just got back from Mexico, where Powur partnered with Prosperity Homes, and they took us on an all-expenses-paid trip. This is what I mean by the culture at Powur. No other company has ever done anything like that for me.
I won't lie, I was very skeptical in the beginning. Having spent my whole career as a W-2 employee, moving from guaranteed paychecks to 1099 was very, very scary for me. It was Jonathan, along with other great mentors, who convinced me that I should switch to essentially becoming an entrepreneur with Powur. When I started out in October 2021, I got help from a tier 3 sales partner to close my first few deals. Since then, I've closed 19 contracts in just a few months, and I've earned more than I ever have before.
I was blown away by how easy it is to enter a lead, and there's so much control that we have for customizing proposals for a homeowner. You can choose the type of equipment you want to offer them. You can choose the type of financing from so many options. And if you know they're getting a roof or an electrical panel, you can put that in right away. And there's so much control that we have to better serve homeowners.
You get the freedom of time and being your own boss, but you also become an expert in your field. The certification courses teach you everything you need to know, and if you ever have a question or need advice, you can dig into the knowledge base or even reach out to the thriving community of Powur sellers. I get to stick to what I do best, which is selling, and leaving the rest and brand messaging to Powur. It really is the best of both worlds.
Powur me dio la oportunidad de que sin dejar el trabajo que yo tenía, podía hacerlo part-time, y con el tiempo ese part-time podía darme esos ingresos que yo necesitaba para comprar mi casa, siempre y cuando yo cumpliera mis metas. Esa es la libertad que te ofrece Powur. Si tú tienes la oportunidad de alcanzar cada uno de tus sueños con algo que está ayudando a miles de personas a ahorrar dinero, ¿por qué decir que no?
I couldn't have imagined that I would be living the life I am now just 2 years into joining Powur, and I can't wait to see what we do next. My name is Cynthia Alvidrez, and I'm living a powered life.
My name is Jeff Hugh, and I'm living a powered life.
Mi nombre es William Contreras y este es mi Power Life.
Now, that's the beauty about what we do. As a solar professional and entrepreneur, what you get on this platform is truly everything that you need to run a robust and lucrative solar business. You know, from initial lead generation to the sales process to complete fulfillment of solar projects, you get everything you need in a cloud-based platform that lets you sell literally anywhere. Now, we have everything you need: marketing and generating leads, creating and presenting proposals, fulfillment and installation. You know, we even have affordable healthcare option like EXP did way back when with Clearwater, and we have that right now in Powur, saving you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on your healthcare insurance as well. These are the type of things that you'll get to meet, not just in the right company, but in the right culture that we have to make sure that we uplift you with everything that you do. Now, I'm going to take you through a very quick reel of just some of the things that you're going to see inside the platform. But keep in mind, if I stay here for 4 hours, and don't worry, I wouldn't, showing you all the benefits that you have in Powur, I would do you a disservice. Because the best thing I can tell you is, from the little bits and pieces you're going to see right now, the best experience is when you jump all in and you see everything that you have from start to finish. But you know what? Let's go through it. So social media graphics that are going to make sure that you have absolutely everything that you need to look as a professional from day one. Landing pages that not only make, if you know how hard it is to build a landing page, you get high quality landing pages with videos that are made in the highest quality for you. When homeowners put in their information inside the landing page, it comes to your platform as your lead and nobody else can see it. And you have multiple landing pages with videos, by the way, from our own founder, Jonathan Budd, that we're going to see in a few moments as well. We even have our marketing assets, including a direct mail drop that makes sure that basically you have all of the different benefits of being able to target a specific neighborhood and send them graphics with your name on it. And this is a new feature that just came out. Now, when you finally have this homeowner that says, I'm interested in solar, you have this beautiful dynamic proposal that looks as professional as can be. You can change everything that you need, all with just a few single clicks. If you're already in solar, I know you're going to appreciate this. If you're brand new to this, you're going to absolutely love the fact that you can change everything with just a few single clicks. We're talking about changing the adders, changing the equipment, changing the financing options. Everything that you can do it all from your computer with just a few single clicks, including signing the project, qualifying them for the financing, and getting everything done all in one place. Now, if you don't have experience in solar, don't worry. You're going to have the ability to learn everything you need from different roof types, from how to design the proposal, every single different adder that we have, and why to put the right adders on so you can make sure that your homeowners are getting the best project for them and for their home. You're going to learn about different objection handling, how to make sure that you respond to every question. And if you can't find it in our university, you're going to find it inside our knowledge base. The knowledge base has everything from our 30-year warranty, best in class. It's going to show you everything from deep market analysis. You know, when I started in Powur, I was selling in 2 markets, Florida and California. And with just a few bags of popcorn and a good couch, I could learn literally so many different markets with a full in-depth analysis. And today I sell in 12 different states. And by the way, again, I do it all from my computer here in my house. You're going to learn about our different lenders, about all of the different options that we have, our site survey, virtual site survey that makes sure the homeowner get a full experience and get excited as they go through the project as well. And there's so much more that you're going to see, but the beauty of all this is that it's really about making sure that you have the right tools in your hands. And that's the bottom line, and being able to have, not just a platform that allows you to do more, but a platform that shows you everything transparently. You're going to have this visual dashboard that shows you all of the results of you and your team as well. We're going to talk about that so you can see how your business grows. A dedicated project manager for every single project. And last but not least, you're going to get the ambassador program where you can give right now, and I want you to hear this, every single person you know, whether they work in McDonald's, they work their butts off in a restaurant, or they do any other job, the ability to provide you a homeowner that may be interested in solar and make $1,000 for providing you a name, an address, and contact information. That's how beautiful it is. Everybody win in this industry. And with this platform, you can not only win for yourself, but you can win for the families that need it, and you can win for the people that you know by having them a part of your business as well. Now, everybody asks the same question, you know, what's the financial model? Well, the compensation model is pretty amazing. I'll start by saying, let me just make sure we have that right one on the screen. Let's see. So the beauty of this is that as a SaaS platform model, Powur is completely different from any other solar company in the industry. Powur only keeps 15% of the net margin on any project. And here's how you benefit from that. On personal deals, you keep 70% of the net margin on any project. Now, this is an average of around $6,000 to $7,000 on most deals, and you get paid daily as your deals reach a commissionable stage. And again, closing a deal is 45 minutes to an hour average deal. We have partner sales, tier 3 program for all of you real estate agents, for all people that don't have the solar experience yet, where you can earn while you learn. And you make more with the split commission than most companies pay when you sell on your own. We have a lucrative revenue share program that Powur pays from the 30% on any project that your team sell. If you choose to refer others to the platform and build a solar sales team, you can earn between $100 to $600 on every deal that happens in your team. Now, Powur just recently added another stream of income without having to do anything extra. So I don't know if how many people here are aware of it, but over 95% of all solar projects are financed. And what Powur does is they added a financial rebate. Basically, for every loan that you sell that's attached to a solar project, you get 1.5% of the entire loan amount on top of your commission. So you can either make more or you can lower the price and still get a great price and a great commission to your pocket. Now, finally, and if you ask me, if you're in solar already, look, guys, I appreciate red lines and, you know, what's the numbers that you get and, you know, having that yada, yada fight, but Powur is committed to growth. And, you know, creating an entrepreneurial community is key to that. So they created an incredible program where you can become a true owner of Powur and earn stock options by hitting certain milestones as you grow. And why did I set red lines? Because, guys, I'm sorry to say, but how many other solar companies offer you not only a $7,000 average commission, but stock options, ownership in a pre-IPO $300 million revenue per year company? That's the bottom line. And that's security, that's future. So now that you've seen how lucrative the Powur model can be, let's talk about the simple path you can take at Powur. Once you complete an interactive and a helpful certification course, you can get started. Everyone starts as what we call tier 1 seller. As a tier 1 seller, you'll complete between a minimum of 1 to 3 deals. So you can earn while you learn, and you can get started on your certification for tier 2. Then next, you become a tier 2 seller, and you can start closing your own deals and earning a full 70% commission. At this level, you'll complete a minimum of 5 personal deals, which will help you to become an expert on the solar platform. Now, if you haven't realized it, what is on the screen, this is what I love saying here. When we have a 9-to-5 job, maybe after you work a few years, you get a 75-cent an hour increase, right? A raise. Well, guys, write it down. 3 deals max. The commission. That's a heck of a promotion. So when you get started, 3 deals max, and you get double the commission because now you're a tier 2. And then if you're interested, you have the option to become a tier 3 seller and have the option to not only close your own deals, but also help others close their deals and mentor new sellers as well. Now, we want our sellers to all achieve tier 3 status, and we want our sellers to be well-trained and represent Powur and the solar opportunity well to our homeowners. So our training programs are truly second to none. From a state-of-the-art training center that looks like a CNN media production company than a solar company, to searchable, interactive training content on topics ranging from top-of-the-funnel lead generation tactics to in-depth solar operational processes, you'll learn everything that you've ever wanted to know and more. And the best part is that you can earn as you learn. So to get started, if today all that you know is just how to pique interest and get a homeowner introduced to a tier 3 seller, a mentor, that's all that you need. Powur will grow right along with you as you learn. Now, this model has contributed to substantial growth for Powur. We've grown because of our focus on innovation. What started as a humble lead gen company with a vision has grown to a nearly $300 million per year revenue company with back-to-back record-breaking crowdfunding rounds, industry professionals joining the platform, technology additions like our virtual site survey program, the enterprise program, and we're truly only getting started. That's how beautiful it is. If you understand a moment in time, you are right now at the forefront of a company that's already doing, but you can join them before they go public. Now, you've heard about Powur. You know, we talked a little bit about the industry, about the product, about the income, about the company, and then about the technology as well. What we didn't talk about is our team and culture. So I do want to roll one more video. Let's see how good my internet is with me. By the way, guys, you know, we just been through a hurricane here. So if we have any tech issues, that's on me. I'll take ownership. But bottom line, let's roll this quick video and see what it is, our culture that we have in Powur.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Budd. I'm the CEO and founder of Powur. And if you made it this far, you've probably heard incredible reasons to join our company already. But you know, I want to take a minute to share with you where this company really came from. 12 years ago, 2010, I was making lots of money. I had a successful digital publishing company, but something was missing. And I really wanted the work that I actually do every day to be making a difference, to be helping to solve some of the challenges going on our planet. And I got a call one day from my friend Jim Bunch, and he said, "Hey man, I'm going on this trip with this organization, the Pachamama Alliance, and I think you should come. Can you come to the Amazon rainforest?" For some strange reason, I said yes. So I went down to the Amazon rainforest with the Pachamama Alliance, spending time with this culture that has no concept of trash, that has lived for thousands of years in that forest. And down there, in the middle of a ceremony with one of the elder shamans of this tribe, the vision for Powur came to me. What I knew in that moment was that I was meant to come back and start an organization, the first of its kind, that was going to figure out how to enable anyone to earn their livelihood and participate in the clean energy or solar revolution. And it took me almost 10 years to really figure out what it was, following the clues and the signs that has ultimately led to where we are today, which is this absolutely disruptive platform for the solar energy industry. Powur is truly here to make the biggest difference we possibly can, aiding our world in becoming sustainable, getting as much carbon out of the atmosphere as possible, and delivering the next generation of infrastructure that society is going to be built on. Now, on top of that, our purpose is to reward financially the people who make that happen more than they ever have been in their lives before. We have this fundamental belief that if you get paid really well to do good, then you're going to do more good. The vision for Powur is to build the largest clean energy platform on planet Earth. And I think the potential for Powur is to truly be a global distributed energy utility that is delivering essential services that we all need for survival at breakthrough costs. This is not just solar power. This is solar power plus storage so that we can become our own utility and we're truly grid independent. This is transportation, whether that's electric vehicles or other forms of transportation that are coming. This is, of course, our appliances and the electrification of the home. This is how we grow food, how we source water. All of these are going to be challenges in the future, and technologies are enabling a new type of way to meet these needs. So this is an incredibly exciting time, and the platform is just in its infancy. And we're now getting to the point where we're able to add so many different types of installers, whether it's HVAC contractors, roofers, solar installers, all of the infrastructure that we need to live in a sustainable world, save money, and lower our carbon footprint this platform is going to be able to sell and fulfill. I truly think this represents a multi-trillion-dollar industry, and there is no other company, not one, that is close to where we are today in giving you the opportunity to participate. Powur is owned truly by the people. We have now done 2 record-breaking crowdfunding rounds in which we let every single person in our ecosystem become equity owners of the company. In addition, we offer stock options to every single person who joins the company if they hit certain performance criteria. And we want it that way because truly our purpose here is to shift as much wealth to the people who are building the clean energy economy as we possibly can. This is truly the time to leave your mark. This is the time to go big, to make your dreams come true, to build that career, that lifestyle, that best life that you've envisioned for yourself, making a difference, doing it with people you love, and creating the financial prosperity that you know is possible for you. So, it's been my honor to meet you and share with you a little about the vision, origin, and purpose of Powur. Now it's your turn to join this amazing company, and let's go out there and accelerate the adoption of sustainable energy together.
You know, it's easy to see why we love Jonathan. When that's who we have leading the company, you simply can't go wrong. And it's no wonder he continues to attract incredible people to join this journey. And we see more and more people that have that excitement. We're going to meet a couple of them later tonight as well. Now, just to give you an idea of the kind of company Powur is at its core, we're a certified B Corp and a public benefit corporation, which means everything that we do is focused on creating the highest possible positive impact we can in this world. We're balancing purpose with profitability. And you can't just take my word for it. So here are a handful of customer reviews from the people we all work so hard to serve. And this shows we're making a difference in people's lives. And the highest compliment that we receive is when one of our customers refers someone else to Powur, and we get that compliment daily. So enough about us. Back to where it all started. Look, there's a massive opportunity. 87 million eligible homes, 87 million homeowners that are going to be looking and talking about solar. A solar installation happening already every 60 seconds. And my question to you tonight is, what part of that will be yours? How big could your impact be? You can be a part of not only a major shift in how we power our homes, moving the world to a clean energy future, but also you can be a part of a shift for yourself and for your family. A shift that could quite literally mean time freedom, location freedom, inner freedom, and financial freedom as well. A shift that could change your life, like it did to Cynthia, to Jeff, to William, to my own, to so many other people in the company, and to the people you're going to meet in just a few moments as well. Now, all of that to get started as a seller in the platform is a simple one-time $99 fee to get your account set up. That's to make sure that you get the CRM, you get the dashboard, you get everything that you need as far as all of your graphics, all of your assets to find more homeowners. The proposals, so you can go out there and pitch it to the homeowners, the fulfillment with dedicated project managers, and you have an $85 monthly licensing fee. So you get a cost of goods model and 4 or 5 ways to earn now. You get diverse access to leading equipment and financing, tools, training, culture, literally everything that you need. And it's all in one business in a box at one time, $99 and $85 a month. And you have yourself as part of the solar industry that you know without a doubt is the future of energy for at least the next 20, 30 years. You know that it's the right industry, it's the right time, and it's a platform that you can work, if you haven't noticed, like we're doing in this Zoom right now, from the comfort of your home or wherever it is. It doesn't have to be your house. I had a few people last week that I saw with kids jumping behind them up and down on their bed. You know, how many companies would have let you work that way? But it doesn't make sense. That's your family, that's your livelihood, that's the people that you want to enjoy life with. And if you're already doing work, if you're already doing something great, might as well enjoy what you do. So if you truly want to enjoy the freedom of being in the right company, in the right industry, and moving forward with the future, then the time is now. After you leave here tonight, you'll never look at another rooftop the same way. Now it represents an opportunity to help that family go solar and start saving day one, an opportunity to earn more and build a thriving solar business, an opportunity to be part of a solution for the greatest crisis that our generation knows. So I truly invite you today to get back with the person who invited you here tonight. I invite you to join us in our mission, and I would love to see you and every single one of you at the top at our lead award, just like we had just a couple of weeks ago, people winning awards from a car to 50 different awards for people simply for helping people and doing what they love. So if any of that resonates with you, if you want to be a part of the future, the time is now. All you have to do is jump, and don't get paralysis by analysis. Jump all in, get started, and enjoy this amazing industry.
Thank you, Gigi. I don't know if anybody does it better than you do, my friend. Brilliantly done.
Thank you.
Excellence, really brilliant. Can we grab our guests here? I appreciate the spotlight, but can we get the spotlight on Ricky and Cliff? Where are these guys? Where are these monsters? There they are. Let's get the good-looking guys on here. All right, very cool. So guys, again, thank you for coming on here tonight. We're honored to have both of you here as top performers in our company, leaders in our company. And so we're speaking to our guests here out tonight. You know, Ricky, maybe we can start with you, brother. So, you know, just if you can let them know, how'd you come to this? Did you have solar experience? How'd you find out about this? What brought you here?
Yes, I have past solar experience. So for me, it was kind of like a no-brainer. Powur has kind of like the same values that I have, where they actually think about putting the customer first. So for me, it's been a blessing to actually be with Powur and enjoy it. So yes, thank you.
And so what brought you? So, you know, we bring on hundreds of solar pros every month. And we tell people, well, hey, you make 3 times as much money for the same work. What was it as a solar pro that really got you going here?
Yeah, I did my due diligence. I was referred by Craig, and he was able to help out. And yeah, I saw the viewpoints compared to a lot of local solar panel companies, and I saw that you guys are based in California, and I knew that you guys were making moves throughout all of the states. And I said, why not? And it was just the vantage points. So many beautiful, beautiful incentives, not only for us, but as well as for the homeowner. And I was like, it's a no-brainer, especially coming from the prior, where I'm coming from.
And where are you located again, so everyone knows?
In the Carolinas, North Carolina.
In the Carolinas. Go Tar Heels, right? And for those of you who don't understand how important it is to be a part of it, remember, there's only a couple pathways in solar. You can get a job for a solar company and spend your days chasing shitty leads that have been sold to 20 different companies. Or you can cut some kind of deal with a local solar company and make a few more bucks and all the aggravation that goes along with that. But the challenge is you can't sell nationally. You know, Ricky knows this. When you sell someone in North Carolina and they have a pleasant experience and you give them $1,000 referral fee, they want to introduce you to mom and dad in Miami. And if you're working for a local solar company, guess what? You can't sell them. And when they want to introduce you to their brother and sister in Maryland, guess what? You can't sell them. So the average solar pro joins a solar company, they're going to lose $1 million in their career if they stay in the business long enough, because they can't sell nationally. They are so limited in what they do. So Cliff, maybe you can chime in real quick. Ricky, hang out, man. Tell everybody where you're at and how'd you find out about Powur, any solar experience? Let them know, man.
Oh, thanks, Bobby. My name is Cliff Lee, no relation to Bruce. Okay. I'm in the Seattle, Washington area. And I found solar. Actually, I talked to Craig, and I liked what he had to say. And then when I got introduced to Gigi, that's it, done deal. You know,
solar experience.
I have no solar experience. My experience is my wife and I own a successful photography business, and we lost it during COVID. And as I also lost my mom during COVID. But we had to pivot. We got into a real estate business, and as you can see, the real estate business is stagnant currently. So we have to pivot again, and I found solar. I did my diligence, just like Ricky said, and I did my research. I mean, we can get into all different companies, but what makes it stick are the people. And Craig and Gigi, that's it. It's done deal, because they align with what I totally believe in. So I joined Gigi's team, which I am absolutely proud of. And within 3 days, I sold my first deal.
That's awesome.
My goal is to be a rock star in Gigi's team and Craig's team.
I think you already are. And Craig, congratulations for everything you're doing out there, man. The respect that everybody is showing for you is amazing. Ricky, maybe you could take a minute too, as we start to wrap this thing up. What's your experience been so far, man? So tell it like it is. So the guest out there that's making a decision tonight that wants to be a part of this thing, what's it been like? The training, the culture. We screw up like everybody else. What's your response? I mean, how do you feel every day when you wake up and that does Powur have your back? Does your leadership have your back? The things that everybody wants to know about, man.
Yes. First off, Gigi and Craig have been so positive to me. They have been very much kind about, me asking questions along the way. Every day I'm learning, and every day there's always something new, and they've been so patient with me. Like Cliff said, the first couple of hours of me starting, I was able to close a deal.
Wow.
And I have a certain goal of reaching a certain number by the end of the month. And I'm on the way that goes. So every time I'm closing a deal, I'm already thinking about the next one. I don't drink to get excited about it. I'm already thinking about the next one. And it's just so motivating, the process of closing deals and building more and more of empowerment. It's a great feeling. And Powur definitely gives you that feeling of feeling like you're actually going to be compensated the right way.
Very cool, man. And Cliff, same with you, man. What's your experience been? What's the good? What's the bad? What's the ugly? We don't hold anything back.
No, I totally love it. Everything is aligned with what I believe in. We had Gigi and I had similar background stories, and it's so amazing that our stories kind of are parallel to each other and kind of dovetail into what we believe in. And Craig is just a no BS straight shooter, which I love. And between those two, I can't go wrong.
I got it. So in closing, Ricky, what would you say to the people out there trying to make a decision tonight?
You can't go wrong with Powur. In all honesty, you can pick 10 different solar panel companies and weigh your options. It'll be inevitably every single time Powur. The pros, there's no cons. Every other solar panel company, there's going to have cons. There's no cons with solar, but with other companies there are. And Powur is all pros.
Well, we are honored by everything you do, man. Thanks for everything you do.
Thank you.
And we just appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cliff, same to you, man. What would you say in closing to everybody out there? What's the good? What's the bad? What's the ugly, man?
I think it's the people behind a company that drives it. And Craig and Gigi, they are awesome people, and that's why I decided to join full force, 100%, both feet in, because it's a people.
Well, we are honored to have you, and it is a business and a company about people. And we thank both of you for your contributions to this company, Craig and this amazing team. There's other great people. Again, I was mentioning Maureen earlier today, who's lighting up our company. I see a lot of the amazing women of Powur on tonight. A lot of our top gals are on here tonight, Melissa, and just the amazing women that have built this company tonight. So I want to close things up, but again, Cliff and Ricky, thanks, special thanks to both of you, and the leadership you provide, what you contribute to this company and to the world. Really, we just can't say enough. So thank you. We're truly honored by what you do.
Thank you.
So for our guests here again tonight that are listening in, people made some very good points tonight. I used to own a mortgage business, so I understand the ebbs and flows of the mortgage industry, the real estate industry. Look, folks, like it or not, agree with it or not, these industries are over essentially for the next few years. With interest rates where they are, with the economy where it is today, people are searching for a better answer. EXP agents like Jonathan Bernasso and the other EXP agents on here tonight, they understand. They understand the model. They understand how did EXP change the real estate industry. They changed it by a model like we have. Their compensation plan is very similar, empowering independent agents to change the game. How have the Moises Caribs changed our industry? Top solar pros that are leading the charge in Puerto Rico and other leaders in our company around the United States. Timing is everything. I met my wife on a blind date. It's all about when you catch something. And folks, here's the reality. Solar is going to happen with or without you and with or without me. The smartest people on the planet predict that renewable energy is the greatest shift of wealth in the history of man and womankind. It's never happened before. It will never happen again. I got in front of cell phones. I'm dating myself. And I'm one of the older guys in the company. And people laughed at me. Everybody I knew laughed at me because they said people would never use cell phones. Well, look what happened. I made a little bit more money because I got in front of the internet and no one congratulated me. Everybody thought I was an idiot because they said no one was ever going to use the internet. It was a joke. Well, I think we found out differently. When I moved out to the home I lived in today, everybody made fun of me. Nobody congratulated me. My parents, my family, my brothers and my sisters, my best friends. They all told me I was crazy because I moved 10 miles out from where everybody else lived, out to the country, and bought an acre lot and a home. And look what happened. Everybody moved out here. The house values tripled and people weren't making fun of me anymore. The people that don't get it, they don't understand what's happening in renewable energy. The laws are passing. It's against the law to build a house without solar in California. It's against the law to build a house without solar in Miami. And remember, we're not a solar company. We're a platform. So we've already launched the charging station for the garage. We're launching the energy efficient HVAC, air conditioning, which is the thing of the future. That's where we're going, right? I bought a pool pump this past season from the gentleman who owns the pool company that I use. He said, Bobby, it's going to cost you $1,200. You'll get a $400 state rebate. It's $800 net, and you'll pay for it in 1 year. And then you're going to save 30, 40, 50% on your electric bill on your pool every year. Well, and then I turned around and sold him a solar system on the same concept, on the same premise. So this is where the world's going. I would ask every guest on here tonight to absorb, to embrace two concepts. And they're not concepts, they're facts. They cannot be debated. If anybody wants to debate this, you're just wrong. There's no debate to be had. Renewable energy is going to happen with or without you. This is the big one. And it is going to happen via a platform economy. If you look at your daily life, everything has shifted to a platform. Transportation, Uber and Lyft, travel, Airbnb, finance, crypto, retail, Amazon, communication, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, every single portion of our lives, the basics, everything has shifted to an online platform. If you just connect those two dots, renewable energy, platform economy, that's the future. The greatest thing you can do in business is find a company at the right time, the right moment in time. We're 8 years in, folks. Anybody can say anything. Inc. magazine says we're the fastest growing solar company in the United States of America. We've broken 2 world records raising money. Our board has raised billions in venture capital. Our management team is second to none. Some of the people that have built the biggest solar companies in the world have come here and invested heavily in our company. And guess what? Here's the best part. No one knows who we are. They can't even see us coming. When we launch New York in the first quarter of next year, when we launch Puerto Rico, when we continue to open up cities and states, what about when we add electric vehicles to our platform? Because no one's going to be driving a gasoline car because they'll be outlawed. We're a platform, and every company in the world is going to want to have their renewable energy products on our platform. Why? Because we'll have the most robust, energetic, well-trained, renewable energy sales force on the planet as we continue to spread throughout the United States and as we continue to spread throughout the world. If you're thinking about making a decision to join our company, also remember, our clients are all the biggest companies in the world. When we had a finance meeting the other day, we had the CEO of the biggest finance company for solar in the world. Every single major company wants to deal with our company because we're leading the industry. So when it comes to manufacturers, when it comes to finance, when it comes to everything, we're going to win. What about supply chain? You've got to keep one eye open on that today, right? We had 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 million in cash in the bank. We're buying up everything out there. Are there challenges? Of course. Will there continue to be? Of course. But you don't want to work for a company that doesn't have cash. So you can't work for a local solar company, and you can't work for a company that's not a top company, because they've got to have revenue. You got to have money. If a solar company sits down at the kitchen table against one of our sales representatives, they can't win, because our sellers are going to say, I don't work for a solar company. I work for you, the consumer. I represent every major manufacturer. I represent all the finance companies. They can't touch what we have. They can't touch our pricing. Remember, pricing is based on volume. Because we're selling more than anyone else, we get better pricing than everyone else. No one has a 30-year warranty like we do. They just can't match what we're doing. So again, we're not perfect. And we're not the only ones out there. We're just winning. We're just the Super Bowl champions. And we're just getting started. I think more than anything, and what I'm most proud of, is the culture that we've built. And anybody can feel free to chime in on this chat bar. Do they trust the management of this company? Are we friends? Do we watch our kids? Do we hang out? Do we hit the beaches of the world? Do we party? We know how to party. When COVID hit, we grew 1,500%. We invested $1 million in a CNN-like media studio. We've given away 3 electric cars in the last year. One guy keeps winning most of them. A couple Teslas and a new Fisker. So we're having a blast. And it's not easy, folks. Remember, we're in the construction business. There's no magic. There's no fast money. This is a question of getting involved in a business, beginning it on a very part-time basis, right? Building something special. If you want to build a team, great. If you don't want to build a team, that's fine. We're a direct sales company. If you want to build one, that's fine. You can make $6,000, $7,000, $10,000 an hour selling solar, or like some of our representatives, you can make up to 6 figures a month building an organization. But be a part of this. Remember, we'll come back and do this a week from Monday. Next, on the 24th, 25th, and 26th are going to be 3 of the biggest nights in the history of our company. Monday night, solar professionals and solar organizations. And then we go to real estate, home professionals, and then real estate agents, everybody touching the home. So you've got a week to get a hold of everybody you know on LinkedIn, Facebook, anyone touching the homeowner, every real estate professional. We've had 2 of the top mortgage companies in the United States of America join our company in the last 72 hours. We've had one of the top real estate professionals in the United States of America join our platform and is launching as we speak. So again, humbled, learning, we're all figuring it out together. The future is there. Career Week. And again, that's an internal term for our company, because we're not trying to sell a new career to a real estate agent. We're suggesting that they add solar to their portfolio. So whether it's solar and sales professionals on the 24th, all the home services professionals, HVAC, home security on the 25th, and then we go to real estate and mortgage on the 26th, who will you have on there? How many guests will you have on there? And we've got marketing assets and resources. Remember, we've got the best training in the industry. Our culture is 50% Latino. We do everything in Spanish as well. But tonight, I want to give a special thanks to Gal, to Gigi, for what he's meant to this company, the pathway he's built with us, fighting through the challenges of any new company, fighting through hurricanes and what Mother Nature has just thrown at him and all of our Florida representatives. So we appreciate all of you being here tonight. We urge you to get back on the phone with the person that brought you on here tonight. Get your questions answered. Be a part of the future of renewable energy. Be a part of change for our children. Folks, I honestly believe what drives me more than anything, if we don't do something, our children and our grandchildren will not live the same lives that we lived. California's on fire. Florida's underwater. Puerto Rico is breaking down every few years. We've had ice storms in Houston, and you can call it cyclical. You can say whatever you want, but the entire human race is under alert by the entire scientific community. So as we look our children in the eyes, as we tuck them into bed tonight, it feels good to know what we're doing for them and what we stand for as human beings and as business people and as professionals. So for Gigi, for our two special guests tonight, for both of you, thank you so much. For all of our honored leaders, we thank you for being on here tonight. To Irene and her team and Pastor and all the people behind the scenes and all the members of Powur, we thank you. Folks, join us and become a part of the future of renewable energy. Help us build a better world for our children and for theirs. Good night. Thank you. God bless.